So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. They've got Jaylen Brown. Bam Adebayo is out there with Moses Brown. Then there's James, and it's Ball in at the point guard position. And for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Davion Mitchell is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Sabonis in at the 5 spot. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Now, here is James. Drains the triple.
And we know LeBron has continued to work on his shot throughout his career. You got to honor that 3-ball.
Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James inside. Great D that time from Murray. DeRozan against Brown. Pass to LaVine. DeRozan outside. Back to LaVine. Outside Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. And LaVine gets it to go on the assist by Murray.
He had to get it away, and he did. LaVine with the quick release.
James, that's good. James. Has got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now Mitchell. Up top, Sabonis. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
This is how poised Sabonis is. Excellent at fighting off contact on the way up.
James outside. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Doesn't go in. 2 for 4 in this game. The Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. On the wing, Murray, pounded by Adebayo. And Sabonis slams it in.
And Sabonis getting his entire body up that time for the jam.
James outside. Brown, a screen on DeRozan. Here's James. Again, the miss by James.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
James against DeRozan. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by DeRozan.
I love how he takes good angles on drives to the rim. DeRozan has a nice fluidity to his game.
Brown passes to Adebayo. Back to Brown. Soft touch off the glass.
Now that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Sacramento. And you look at the Kings, Brett. They've had several name changes over the years of their franchise.
Yeah, before becoming the Sacramento Kings, they were the Rochester Royals, and then the Cincinnati Royals, and then the Kansas City Kings, and then all of a sudden, let's get to the West Coast, and here comes the state capital of Sacramento. It's not really affected the winning, though, has it, B.A.?
Adebayo from long range. Rebounded, Domantas Sabonis.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. And that was a big-time flush. I love whenever Murray takes flight like this.
Now, here is James. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. Another miss for him. He's 2 for 6.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. DeRozan's got his third basket on the night right there.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Now here's Brown. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. It's a 9-point spread. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Yeah, I was able to talk with Sacramento's head coach. We discussed Jaylen Brown and what makes him such a hard player to defend. And coach said to me, Jaylen is a freak athlete and has become a really good shooter over time, too. We can't give him clean looks, and we have to guard him closely. Let's see if the defense is up to the task.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Levine. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Mitchell against Ball. Pass to Murray. From outside the arc.
That missed aside. They're off to a strong start at the offensive end.
Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Mitchell against Ball. James inside.
And whether it's the defensive effort or just bad offense, they're holding their opponent to a very low field goal percentage.
Brown with the block.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Keegan Murray.
And getting to the line at will, James using his smarts these days to draw those kind of shooting fouls.
And we've got All-Star Weekend fast approaching. I'm sure all the players are looking forward to it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you're competing that weekend, it's an honor and a lot of fun. And for the guys that aren't, it's a few welcome days of rest and relaxation.
Now here's Murray, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Here's DeRozan. Lebron with the rebound.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And here are the top playmakers over the last 10 games as shown on the 2K leaderboard. LaMelo Ball, #1.
He's making a lot of friends with the way he's been moving the ball, setting up his teammates nicely in their favorite spots.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, just thinking about it, every year the physical and mental toughness of LeBron just gets more and more impressive, maintaining his spot at the top of his game.
Here's Levine. Brown with the block. And they'll keep possession. Hits a three-pointer. DeRozan's got 10 points.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
That one goes in.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And let's use this break to recognize your Western Conference Player of the Week, LeBron James.
And we expect so much from small forwards in the modern game, but he exceeds even those high expectations, always generating good numbers and finding ways to be of use to his team.
The Kings lead by 4. Here's Levine for 3. Hauled in by Brown. And dialing into our broadcast remotely, I'm told we have Shams Charania here with a special report. Shams, take it away.
Thank you, B.A. Just now surfacing is the news on the Lakers trade with the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm told they were able to land Jaylen Brown. It's not every day you can add a former Finals MVP to your roster, and most of the time, those guys are locked in. Such a dynamic force at both ends of the floor, Brown is clearly someone who elevates everyone around him. I'm told they're very excited to see what he can do on their roster.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. And so here's Sacramento, following the score by Los Angeles. DeRozan against James. Shot clock at 6. DeRozan down low. Check by James. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've been outstanding thus far, claiming the top spot in their conference. And, of course, Sacramento, pretty far behind right now.
Well, I think for the Kings, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for. But they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
Now here's Levine, 15 in his last outing. It's Monk on the wing, defended by Brown. Fires from 14. Doesn't go that time.
Nice work defensively, meeting him up top and forcing the miss.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Now here's Murray. 17 points in his last outing. Shot by Levine, no good.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
James, that one's good. This game is all even. James has got 15 points.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Timeout called. Sacramento. And Sacramento making a change here. Ellis is checked in. Klingon, he's checked in for the Lakers. Thibault comes in for Jaylen Brown. Monk finds Sabonis. Here's Ellis, hounded by Ball. Here's Ellis, averaging around 6 a game. Sabonis, right side. Here's Murray. And another miss by Sacramento.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
The shot's good.
Just can't say enough about what LeBron James can do on the floor. That time with the handle, terrific at moving the defense around.
Here's Ellis. Pass to DeRozan to stop the drought. The shot no good. Good work defensively by James. Counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
And another great performance here from LeBron on the offensive end. Man, that is the norm.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Ellis's shot is off. The Lakers lead by 4. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. And Sacramento with some changes. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Sabonis. And it's Levine in for Murray. On the wing, Levine. Driving in. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
With how bouncy Levine is, Zach can get to the rack at will.
And here's Ball. He picked up 10 in his last game. James, left side. 4-3. The shot won't fall. Sacramento has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Thibault passes to Adebayo. Who poked away. Monk with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Up and in on the layup. It's a tie ball game.
Love the hustle. When the break is on, so is Malik Monk.
James against Levine. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
And here's a look now at the last few months of assist numbers for LaMelo Ball.
They've got to be happy about how many more assists he's been dishing out lately. He's got a pass-first mentality, and with how well he's been distributing, that's a very good thing. His teammates love playing with him.
Jones, he's checked in for the Kings. Both free. He throws good from James.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Here's Ellis, hounded by Ball. Here's Levine for three. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
And we've watched it for years, the floor stretching ability of Levine.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 1. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings. Came away with a win.
They flat out dominated the last time these teams squared off, particularly on the glass.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
Here's Ellis, following the score by Los Angeles, nabbing another steal.
Yeah, this guy has been stealing the ball at an incredible rate, closing in on 5th place on the all-time list.
His defense has been elite for years now.
Just shake your head at the size of LeBron James, and once he gets into the paint and gets pinballed around, gets that contact and finds free throws.
Cunningham's checked in for Jones. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Here's Ellis, hounded by Ball. There's 25. Seconds left now in the first quarter. Now the Lakers moving it up. The open shot by James. Drops one in from the wing. James has got 27 points.
When LeBron's shooting like that, nothing you can do defensively.
Here's Levine for three, and it's out of bounds to Sacramento.
Substituting on the court.
We've got 13 seconds left in the opening quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Levine's got 10 points in the game.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And here's Brown for three. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Lakers ahead, up by 3. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Their activity on the defensive end has been fantastic here tonight. They've had deflections, they've ended up with steals, and that's just getting them out on the...
In at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
And I love how Ball will fight for it, getting around that inside physicality.
And so here's Sacramento, following the score by Los Angeles. Valanciunas with a screen on Thibault. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Right at the free throw line. Here's Brown. Ellis with a rebound. The Kings have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Stripped it away. Laravia passes to Levine. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a...
Pulled in by the Kings. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
I actually thought their execution at times was excellent, but they failed to come through in those important moments.
Well, they had the home fans worried for a little bit. I know that.
Now here's Ball. And on offense, he's been a force, scoring over 30 a game. No good. Unable to win this run. The Kings lead by 6. Levine passes to Ellis. Over Adebayo. And too long on the shot.
Great defensive effort to lock down the paint.
Yeah, he cut off every angle and then got his body on him. That's a Warriors effort.
Here's Ball to the middle. And there's Klingon on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one.
And a sweet dime. Ball has the playmaker's instinct.
Sacramento calls timeout. Jones, he's checked in for the Kings. Mitchell comes in for Ellis. A look at the 2K leaderboard when it comes to second chance points. The NBA leaders over the last month. Number 1, Los Angeles.
Their physicality underneath has been generating a lot of second chance opportunities. We'll see if they can maintain that level of intensity.
Now here's Mitchell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New York. On the wing, Levine, defended by Brown. Just 3 to shoot. From deep, Mitchell. And another miss by Sacramento.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Here's Ware. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, Brent, league-wide, more and more points being scored. You see that tapering off at any point?
Yeah, with all the rule changes and what we're seeing in terms of the skill set of players growing, I mean, the scoring is just going to keep going. How far can we go? I don't know. I feel like we're topping off a little bit. The only way we're going to score more points in the game is add more time to the clock.
DeMar DeRozan's checked in for Jones. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And a two-handed jam.
If you get any space, LaMelo will find you, so be ready.
Sacramento has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. And it's Mitchell, the miss.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Ball. Oh, love to see Ball attack inside.
And Ball makes the intelligent play, using the tried and true pick and roll to create an opening.
Mitchell against Ball. Mitchell, the pass to Levine. Oh, Zach Levine. Big time dunk.
Yeah, and this is Levine's role. I mean, he's out there to score as often as possible.
And it's Ball off the drive. Here's Thibault. That three's off the mark. And it's Levine with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Milwaukee will be traveling to face them after this game. And that'll be their second of 4 total games at home.
And one of the game's better athletes, DeRozan puts a lot of pressure on your transition defense.
Now here's Brown. He had 19 points in the win against Philadelphia. Beyond the arc. Big hit from outside. Jaylen Brown.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Monk passes to Mitchell. Brown against Levine. Clock at 6. It's deflected. Ball outside. And Los Angeles, another three.
Fearless from beyond the arc, LaMelo has unlimited range and tremendous confidence.
Mitchell with the ball. Thibault picks him up. And it's Mitchell, the miss. Los Angeles leading by 3. Now here's Ball. 9 points in the game. Has to wear. This one for 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 5th assist in this one.
I just love the ball movement.
And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Greg.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
And they're on the break. Here's DeRozan. And no good. The dry spell continues. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. They set a pick. Pass to Thibault. Here's the 3. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Levine passes to Valanciunas. Outside Levine. Mitchell up top, hounded by Ball. Mitchell drives in, and Mitchell with the slam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam. It was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Ball passes to Thibault. And Los Angeles, another 3.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Kings trail by 10. Levine way outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the slam dunk is arguably pro basketball's signature play. And forward Nicholas Batum said growing up, you have so much joy in dunking. You're one of the few people in the world that can. But Father Time marches on, and like most vets, he's come to grips with the reality. He said, my body told me, no more, bro.
Well, leave that to the youngsters now, right? All right, Allie, thanks. Valanciunas can't get it to go. The Lakers lead by 12. Ball with it. 9 points in the game. Pass to Brown. Launches a three. Zach LaVine clears it away. Sacramento has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Mitchell, the rebound by Ware.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Valanciunas can't get it to go.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Now here's Brown. 14 points, their largest margin of the game.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Every trip up the floor gets more and more important.
Yes, indeed. They badly want to stop the bleeding here.
Valanciunas finds Mitchell. Launches it. Rebound, the Lakers. Ware's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Here's Klingon. Shoots over Valanciunas. Kick out to Brown. Shoots over Monk. Brown, that's good. Brown's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Kings. It's an 18-point game. Pass to DeRozan. Outside Mitchell. Back to DeRozan. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. Valanciunas has gotten his second bucket on the night.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Here's Ware from 20 feet. Offensive rebound. Klingon. Outside Thibault. Pass to Ball. Here's the floater. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's LaVine for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Ball passes to Thibault. Here's Klingon. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And Sacramento with some changes. Sabonis comes in for Valanciunas. And Murray subbed in for Monk. LaVine passes to Murray. Mitchell with the ball. On the wing, DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Lakers. And right here, an intimidating group. The leaders in blocked shots over the past month. You look at Brown, top 5 in blocked shots. He challenges everything.
And during this last month, he made a statement on the defensive end. Just swatting away shots left and right.
Ball. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
And Sacramento shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. The 3 from Mitchell. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists tonight. Los Angeles leading by 19. Pass to James. It's James on the wing. Over DeRozan. Brown passes to James. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Here they come with numbers in transition. LaVine with room to shoot. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Yeah, LaVine can make that adjustment. He doesn't have to get into the paint to score.
James, left side. 2 on the clock. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. James has got 29.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And so it's Los Angeles up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. And more NBA action on 2K Sports.
You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Sacramento Kings.
I don't see the fight. They're getting pushed around. You really see it on the glass.
They need some of that diesel energy in the paint.
They can use his size as well.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And so in the game for the Lakers, Ball is out there with Walker. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Moses Brown. And it's James in at the three. The Lakers lead by 19. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
Pass to Levine. And here's Sabonis. Hounded by Adebayo. Mitchell drives in. Can't get it to fall. James against DeRozan. Denied by DeRozan.
Yeah, not known as a shot blocker, but DeRozan on that one there.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Adebayo, a screen on DeRozan. Here's James. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's on Keegan Murray. He's been punishing them at the line in this one, going 7 for 8.
And he's just simply been in the zone at the free throw line all night.
And he's good on the second. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Mitchell, the pass to Murray. Bottom. Free ball from Keegan.
Early on in his NBA career, Murray's showing he's a capable shooter.
That one's good from James on the assist by Ball. James has got 32 points in the game. Timeout called. Sacramento. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
And the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's DeRozan. Adebayo grabs the board.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
James. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow.
Man. Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Levine against Walker. Here's Sabonis. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
D is playing tight on Sabonis because of his scoring. Got them to overcommit that time.
2 shots.
Good on the second one. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 22 was their biggest lead. With the drive, and it's James with the jam.
What a great burst from LeBron that time, attacking the hoop, and the defense didn't even see it.
DeRozan outside. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by LeBron. James has got rebound number 8 now. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. He's been getting to the line. Now his 6th trip. Sacramento has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's DeRozan. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James has got 9 rebounds now. Rebound by Sacramento. DeRozan outside. 13 feet out. Jump shot is good. DeRozan's got 14 points for the game.
Oh, a nice move by DeRozan. Pulling up for Jay before the defense can interfere.
9 for 11 in the game at the line so far. Man, he's really making them pay.
Shooting for Los Angeles. LeBron.
First one falls for him.
At the line.
And the Lakers call time here.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Here's Levine. He's got 19. DeRozan outside. Over James. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Shot from 16. Out to James. Just 5 to shoot. Adebayo from long range. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. DeMar DeRozan picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Adebayo is by no means an ordinary big in this league. He's just one of the few players in the NBA who can legitimately guard 1 through 5, a true defensive anchor.
And Sacramento making a change here. Monk's checked in. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. Levine's got 3 assists now in this one. Los Angeles leading by 22. Brown, a screen on Mitchell. Out to James. There's the triple. Hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Thursday, they'll go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Milwaukee Bucks.
They have a nice string of home contests coming up. This team has been fantastic in their own house. So a great chance to put together a few wins right now.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Thibault's checked in. Brown, a screen on Levine. Here's James. And the layup is good off the glass. James has got 43 points.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Monk passes to Mitchell. Outside for Levine. And another miss by Sacramento.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Some young players coming into the league may lack experience in truly big games. Brent, do you think that's a disadvantage?
Well, it could be a disadvantage, BA, but how do you get to replicate that competitive environment unless you get there? And so with every experience, young guys typically who want to achieve greatness embrace some of those biggest moments, watch and learn, and that's where you grow the most. Well, that's the shortest three on the floor, and those corner threes can hurt you, especially when Monk is taken.
Adebayo sets a screen. Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
The Lakers lead by 21. Adebayo sets a screen. James attacking. Oh, and the jam by James.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
Looking to get back on track. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Mitchell's got 7. And James has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And, yep, it's good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Kings have gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. Now Mitchell, 7 points in the game. On the wing, Murray. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Moses Brown.
Yeah, good commitment from Murray. He stays with his shot and gets the contact.
And Sacramento making a change here. Ellis is checked in. That one's no good.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Brown, a screen on Levine. Again! What an avalanche! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Here's Ellis. Outside Levine. Back to Sabonis. Pass to Levine. Rejected by James.
Big time swat, LeBron James making his presence felt.
Here's Levine for 3. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis. Levine's got 22.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
LeBron is just dominating right now, aware of the defense, and has not feared one since he came into the league.
Here's Ellis. Sabonis, the pass to Ellis. Picked by Sabonis. Shoots from the baseline. James with the rebound. James has got 11 rebounds in the game. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Their lead could be even bigger right now, but their efficiency from the line has dropped off a little.
Ball, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from James. Adebayo with a steal to the left wing. Pass to James. Adebayo, a screen on Levine. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And not to mention, they're playing with great activity. A lot of block shots, good hands, active hands, nothing easy for the opposition.
Oh, and the jam by James.
Still a force. LeBron looking ageless on that one.
Sacramento has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. Stolen by Ball. And it's the Lakers on the break. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Hallie.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. Here's Ball. Following the score by Sacramento. Pass to James. The three is up. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
And here's Murray. Here's Ellis. Pounded by Ball. Fires from the corner. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 9 rebounds now. James inside. He's covered by Levine. And slam dunk by James.
Wow, LeBron on the roll. This time rocks it.
Pass to Sabonis. Murray with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ellis. Pounded by Ball. Ellis' shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Adebayo, a screen on Levine. James with the ball. And Sabonis picks him up defensively from 20 feet. Rebound by Sacramento. In transition, here they come. Ellis' shot is off. The Lakers dominating the game. James inside. Can't connect from short range. Sacramento calls timeout. And Sacramento with some changes. Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Domantas Sabonis. And it's Jones in for Murray. The Lakers also with a sub. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for LeBron. Now here's Levine. 22 points for him. And the basket by Monk.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Now a timeout called by the Lakers. And Los Angeles making a change here. Bay's checked in. Over the previous month, we look at the best when it comes to scoring. LeBron James, number 1. 4th, LaMelo Ball.
This month has been a memorable one for both of these players. Just lighting up the nets and getting it done on offense.
Sacramento has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. It's stolen by Thibault. Bay right side. Outside Thibault. It's Brown on the wing. Valanciunas covering. Brown gets the bucket.
And very few teams rely on mid-range jumpers nowadays, but that's been their preferred way of finding points.
And the Kings shooting 39% from the field in the third. Ellis passes to Monk. Lets a three fly. Rebound, the Lakers. Brown's got 11 rebounds in the game. And the Lakers shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Elbow shot on the way. Again, Brown missing.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
15 seconds left in the third quarter. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Thibault. Timeout called, the Lakers.
Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it.
Ball taking his time here. And he drives in. And Ball throws it down.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. We'll be back in a moment. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Mitchell. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Ellis in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Ball passes to Bay. Clock at 6. Brown inside. Valanciunas on him. And the jam by Brown.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
And the Kings shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Ellis rejected by Brown. Pass the ball over Mitchell. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
Always eager to find a bucket. Ball drops into his shot immediately.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Mitchell, the pass to Valanciunas. To the inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Here's Brown. Here he goes. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
Brett, you had a ton of playoff experience as a player. What was the atmosphere of the NBA postseason like?
Well, the intensity certainly picks up, BA, but looking back at it, it's so fun to see the amount of attention that all of a sudden comes with playoff basketball. So many more fans, so many more cameras, so much on the line. That's really where you enjoy all that hard work.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Brown. Bay with a screen. Second chance shot. And there's the bucket as Brown finishes it off. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
When Brown gets the ball this close in, he knows he can finish. Just a matter of execution.
Outside Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. And Bay pulls it down.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
The 3 from Ball. Cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
And trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
And here's Mitchell. The 3 from DeRozan. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Count it. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Valanciunas. Back to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Valanciunas with a screen on Bay. DeRozan for 3. Again, the miss by the Kings.
It's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Brown with it, guarded by Valanciunas. That one's good for 2.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Sacramento has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Looking to end the run. Ellis's shot is off.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Here's Brown. Got it. Brown's got 11 points in the quarter.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Here's Mitchell. Pass to Ellis from behind the arc. Drops in the 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Vanderbilt with a screen. Here's Brown driving inside, and that one's good. Brown's got 22 points.
Yeah, taking over this one in effortless fashion. When Brown is cooking like this, keep working the ball to him.
Pass to Ellis. Now here's Valanciunas. Inside, pulls up. Ellis' shot is off.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Who wants a t-shirt?
Changes for Sacramento. Domantas Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Keegan Murray comes in for DeRozan. And it's Zach LaVine in for Ellis. Mitchell against Ball. Kick out to Brown. James outside. Ball, a screen on LaVine. James passes to Ball. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
First personal foul.
Ball seeks out contact sometimes, which means defenses have to guard him very carefully.
And he drops the first. Ellis is checked in for the Kings. And so Ball nails both of them. The Kings have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Monk against James. Outside LaVine. Pass to Sabonis. 5 on the clock. No good from 11 feet. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 20-5 run. Ball with it. And there's the drive. And Ball throws it down.
And there's the athletic grace of LaMelo Ball. Poetic.
Outside Monk. Pass to Murray. Back to Monk. Fires for 3. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Brown, a screen on LaVine. James passes to Brown. The shot's good on the assist by James.
The assist.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
And he gets the bucket.
Proving once again, LaVine is not all dunks and threes.
James outside. They set the pick. Pass to Ware. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
Monk against James. LaVine with it. Puts it up from 15. James with the rebound. James has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Takes it inside. Outside, Brown. Buries it from 3. Brown's got 25 points in the game.
Even when Brown's shooting quickly, he's not rushing. He takes his time with his release.
Pass to Ellis. Here's Levine for three. Ooh, Levine with another miss.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Brown passes to James. Back to Brown. James outside. Goes up again. The shot that time not on target. Great D that time from Murray. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Sabonis really just is a big guy. He's a tough assignment, and he's going to play physical.
Free throw drops for Sabonis. DeRozan is checked in for the Kings. Mitchell comes in for Ellis. And Sabonis drops them both. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Here's Brown. There's the drive. Oh, Sabonis with a block.
Love to see that. Sabonis using his size on defense.
James deciding where to go with it. Pass to Brown. Out to James. And there's a 3-second violation.
Sacramento ball.
Here's Mitchell. DeRozan outside. Six on the shot clock. Over James. And another miss by Sacramento.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Just putting in work. Levine with a strong move and gets rewarded with a trip to the line.
That free throw good from Levine.
Zach Levine taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Levine. The Lakers dominating the game. Now James. Down low. Brown. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Levine's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Mitchell. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Ware's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. It's James on the wing. Outside, Brown. They get the rebound. Brown, a screen on DeRozan. Brown against Mitchell. Clock at 6.
And we've seen Brown take strides as a playmaker out of the pick and roll.
Brown against Levine. Pass to Sabonis. DeRozan for 3. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis. Sabonis has got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. It's Brown on the wing. Shoots over Sabonis. baseline jumper right on the money.
He's really become a better all-around player. Brown's passing continues to evolve. Nice find.
With the step back. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That free throw good from Levine.
You know, Zach LaVine is so energetic out there on the floor. You gotta love a guy who consistently plays at a very high effort level like that.
James is checked in for Los Angeles. Ball comes in for LaMelo Ball.
Now, the team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
Brown, a screen on Murray. James passes to Brown. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Brown's got 27 points.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Lakers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And in the big picture, this marks their 43rd win of the year.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for LeBron James.
I just loved his defense. He took pride in swatting away a bunch of shots tonight and made his impact felt.
He hits the second from the line.
And the physical style Murray plays with will serve him well in this league.
Brown scanning the floor. From deep. To the inside. Takes a 3. Rebound by Sacramento.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
DeRozan with the ball, and it's Paul picking him up. DeRozan against Paul. 17-foot shot on the way, and Chris Paul clears it away. And here's Brown for 3. It falls. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
LeBron, this was an outstanding win. What kind of message did you send tonight?
We're not trying to set a message, just trying to improve every time we get an opportunity to come out on the floor and play. You know, we've been doing some good things the last couple of months, but we still got a lot of room to improve, and hopefully we can continue that.
If your team gets better every game, that's a message that people like to see and hear. Thanks so much, LeBron.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, LeBron James.